Jerry, a 1-1 draw, point gained or a couple lost?
Definitely a couple lost. If we'd have won this game 5-1, 6-1, I don't think anyone could have argued with it, to be honest. The facts are we haven't, obviously, not daft, but second half we just camped in. We gifted them a goal first half. Weren't quite at our normal intensity probably first half, and didn't look like us in regards of getting too many balls wide and getting loads of crosses in. We know what we are. I'm just reminded the lads there, their shape sort of messed us up a little bit. They played like a 4-2-2-2, and they overloaded the middle of the park, and we had to get to grips with that. So we sat off nice within it, but I think it made us a little bit passive. Obviously, when I changed it then second half and we go to a front three and go 4-3-3 or at the end 4-2-4, we end up with loads of 4v4s, 1v1s. First half, Tom Smith has a really good chance in a 6-yard box, very similar to the one he scored obviously in the week. Cody obviously has a glaring chance first half that he puts wide. And then second half, well, keep reading them off. So Ewan goes through and he's disappointed. He's got 1v1 with the keeper. Codes again, gets another opportunity. Scotty then on the far post at the end. So we know we should have probably scored more, but you're going to get days like that. I've said to the boys, at some point you're going to have a day where things don't quite fall for you. The important thing was we got something out of the game, because wherever you go in the league, whether it's Havant, who are struggling, or whether it's going to the likes of Worthing or Yeovil, they're not easy games in National League South. To pick up a points is definitely a bonus, but we know we could have ended up obviously winning the game quite comfortably, but we haven't.
It's encouraging how strongly you finish, because most of those chances you reeled off were final 5-10 minutes or so of the game. You had plenty of possession, but that was really when you tested the goalkeeper more.
I think so, yeah, but like I said, when you're talking about, I've just reeled off there, Mark, 6 chances, we should be winning that game, and they've had 2. They've had one second half where it's come off his chest in a wide area, and Jose's actually just, we'll be disappointed if he didn't save it, but he's had to tip it around the post. They've had 2 efforts on goal, and that's it. They're camped in, they can't cope with us, we're really aggressive, we're playing forward, we're running forward, we're crossing balls in the box. And like I said, every time it went in there, I said to the boys, the more times you get balls in the box, more chance you got scoring. It's not difficult. But sometimes you can't get your flow and you can't get your rhythm. Sometimes you have to pay a bit of respect to the team trying to stop you. But I felt as if second half, once we got the ball, we were so threatening. I think the substitutions again made a huge difference. Obviously, when you put on, I've forgotten what I'm saying.
James Alabi,
yeah. When you put on James Alabi, when you put on Scotty Wilson, it makes such a huge difference, because they want to run forward, they play forward, they're really physical. And the goal came from that, actually. It was a really good goal. So great bit of players come out to Luke. Luke's delivered it in the box. And then James has obviously put his body in a position where he's just tucked it around the corner, and it's ended up, what a finish that is, by the way, from Dan Hayfield. A wonderful finish, straight into the top corner, unstoppable. And he'll be disappointed, he is, that he hasn't got his second one there to win the game for us. But it's we're still 4th in the league. That's all we have to do is look after ourselves, can't control anyone else. In really good frame of mind, really positive, take something from the game. Home game on Tuesday against a team that's in really good form. Look forward to the next one.
16 points from 18, you said about mini targets, and that feels like one hit.
Yeah, well, we're not going to tell you what our target was, but we know we're on track, Mark, put it that way. It's the boys have done unbelievable, honestly. It's the first time we come away for a long time, so felt a little bit different in our travels as well. But preparation was fine. Like I said, we didn't quite get going. When I look at that, we didn't quite get going to the same intensity. But no, the points tally is superb, isn't it? It really is, over the last 6 weeks or so. And I know the boys now will look forward to Tuesday night's game. We'll get them rested up. So it's important they recover, eat well, sleep well, drink well, and come in Tuesday, which will be another really tough game against a really good side who have been unbeaten Worthing today.
One player who might need to rest up and recover more is someone like Ewan Clark, who I think into double figures a number of times. He was fouled this afternoon, lots of little clips around the ankles. Is he okay? Did he manage to get back in the changing room all right?
I don't think that helped the game. I think the game became really bitty, or was bitty all the way through, really. You found it hard to get a rhythm because of the amount of times that referee blew his whistle, and he had to, because they're fouls. But at some point you have to do something about it. I think it was probably ended up too long before he started brandishing some yellow cards. He's going to be a target because he's such a good player. He's probably the best winger at the moment in the league, the most informed winger. And the amount of kicks, the amount of cuts he's got on his leg, the amount of bruises he's got over him shows you what they're trying to do to him, his opposition. So the one thing with him is he's resolute and he's tough. He gets back up again, and he'll go again. I thought he was absolutely superb today. I thought he was a danger. I thought he got his players really well. I thought his deliveries were great. And he'll go again. Don't worry about you, and he'll be ready for Tuesday.
Yeah, you said Tuesday, Braintree eclipsed us by winning 6 in a row. An amazing win at Worthing, who've scored in every home game since back end of 2022. We played them early season, but it feels like they've certainly picked up a lot since then.
Well, no mean feat that, to stop Worthing from scoring. That first and foremost, that's a good job. And the run he's been on, he's done a really, really good job there. He's a coach I know and a manager I know well. He's well respected. And it'll be a tough game on Tuesday night, but what a great game. What a great game that is to look forward to. So, yeah, we'll go into it. The two teams will be set up in the right way. But look how good we've been at home recently, Mark. We'll look forward to that. They'll have to travel all the way along from Essex. That won't be easy. And like I said, we'll look forward to it, and we'll have a big crowd in there thanks to the away support. Wonderful again.
Got behind, didn't it, a lot midway through the second half, mainly when you're
Honestly,
losing to it.
No,
the bottom.
Brilliant, Mark. That's a really good point to make. They were great, even when we were 1-0 down. They knew that something was coming. They've seen enough of this team, and they were great even there at the end. Thanks. That was a big old number we brought down here today. It's not easy to get down here on a Saturday, so I thank them all for that. I look forward to seeing them all on Tuesday night, and get Twerton Park rocking again, because that has been some special place recently, and we can't wait to get back there Tuesday.
Well done for the draw today.
Cheers. Thanks.
So, Luca, a battling 1-1 draw with Havant and Waterlooville. What was it like to be part of?
Yeah, mixed emotions really. Obviously, any point away from home in this league you can see is a decent one, especially against a team like Havant, fighting at the bottom, fighting for their lives, so you know they're going to have a lot of effort. But I think in terms of chances and clear-cut chances, we're probably a little bit disappointed we didn't put a few more away and take the win. But overall, to fight back, coming from 1-0 down away from home, got to take the point really.
Is it important in games like that as well to keep your discipline, your caution quite early on? There was quite a few niggly fouls in the midfield. You got to try and keep your head in circumstances like that.
Yeah, I was a little bit frustrated because it was pretty much the first thing I'd done really, and it was a yellow card. I've had a couple of them, but I think I'm experienced enough now to be able to handle that early on. As my game's obviously a bit tenacious and getting around people, so it does affect me a little bit, but not too much to impact my performance. And yeah, it's just one of those things really.
Yeah, so more box-to-box midfielders, you're helping out the defence as well, which haven't scored one from only probably 2 chances today. It felt like the defensive side today was on good form as well.
Yeah, that's probably been our foundation for especially this good run, but majority of the season as well. Keeping a solid back 5, obviously with the goalkeeper. We've had a few goalkeepers, but everyone, like Joe says, come in and done a job, and I think that speaks volumes about the defenders. It's not easy for a goalkeeper to come in, but with solid defence we've got, and that's not just the back 4, that's Bats when he comes in, midfielders, but it starts from the front as well. You see the work that the strikers do defensively, and I think as a team, yes, we've got quality and we can score goals, but main part of our foundation has been defensively, and big credit to the boys there really.
You said about the quality we got in goals. It was a pretty well taken run from Dan Haver. Did you have a decent view of it?
I had an alright view of it. Obviously played the pass through, and then James has got his toe in to send it across, but Dan and a few of the other boys got that quality. It was a great strike. Like I said, a little bit probably disappointed we didn't get a few more today, but you look at the goals we scored over the course of the season, and anybody that's come into that front 4, front 3, whatever we play, it brings real quality and they can score goals on their day.
You mentioned James Alabi. You got the assist for the goal. He sort of leads the celebrations as well full time with you joining in. What's he like coming around the place?
Yeah, he's been a big addition to the squad. I was only speaking to someone the other day, and it could be quite a difficult one for James. He's never played this level. He's only played higher. A lot of people could have come in and kind of moped about or whatever, but he's not. He's taken in his stride. He brings a smile to training. Obviously got his videos, which we all enjoy being part of as well. And yeah, like you said, he kind of leads the celebrations, and we're more than happy for him to do that because he's a big part of the squad now.
Yeah, strong part in the closing stages of the game where it seemed like City were almost getting fitter by the minute. You feel like that as well?
Yeah, we pride ourselves on our fitness, and we've mentioned a couple of times that in games, maybe against the full-time teams, we've been the team to continue that towards the end, similar like today. Yeah, we pride ourselves on it. We look after ourselves. I know the gaffer mentions it a lot. We look after ourselves away from football. But not just that, we have got quality. Maybe at times lacked it in that final third today, but we know that on Tuesday, anybody on their day can score a goal and hopefully we can get the win.
Yeah, Braintree on Tuesday have won 6 on the bounce. We've got a point there earlier on this season. It's going to be a pretty tough proposition, isn't it, on Tuesday?
Yeah, like I mentioned right at the start, any game in this league is difficult. You've got to be on it every single game. But at the minute, especially this month, we've kind of seen Twirren Park as a little bit of a fortress. And if we keep that same mentality, keep that same front foot, forward thinking, hopefully we can bring the same again on Tuesday and we can get another win.
Performed well on the pitch and off the pitch this morning. I understand you bailed out the manager.
Yeah, so the gaffer rang me up about 8:30 this morning and said he's had a puncture on his tyre. So, yeah, I had to come and pick him up on the way. But no, that was okay. We had a little chat on the bus. It wasn't too bad. I'd probably have to drop him back again. Would have been ideal with a win, but we'll take a point away from home.
Has he got your vote for Manager's Player of the Year?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, don't really like talking about it too much now, but yeah, I'll speak to him about it on the way, hopefully. Yeah, I'll mention it, remind him that that time I dropped into the game.
Thanks very much for chatting to us. Well done.
Top man, Mark, thank you.